Ladies and gentlemen, today we're diving into the story of one of Australia's most fascinating coins, the $2 coin. From its very first issue in 1988, replacing the old paper note, to its modern 2009 commemorative designs, this small golden coin has carried decades of history in the palm of your hand. Each version tells a chapter of Australia's evolving identity, from indigenous heritage to national pride. So join me as we uncover the secrets, the value, and the hidden stories behind the 1988 and 2009 Australian $2 coins, two generations of gold that define a nation's currency. And now, as we step beyond the introduction, let's travel back to 1988, the very year Australia unveiled its golden revolution, the birth of the first ever $2 coin, a treasure that would soon become one of the nation's most valuable pieces of currency history. The 1988 Australian $2 coin, a coin that marked not just a change in currency, but the beginning of a new era in Australia's numismatic legacy. When this coin was first introduced in 1988, it replaced the old $2 paper note, which had become too costly to maintain. Australia needed a tougher, longer-lasting solution, and that solution came in the form of a small, golden coin that would soon become iconic. The 1988 $2 coin was struck in aluminum bronze, giving it that distinct gold color Australians instantly recognized. Its compact size, firm weight, and shining surface made it stand out as both practical and prestigious. On the obverse side stood Queen Elizabeth II, beautifully engraved with refined detail, a symbol of the Commonwealth's enduring presence. Her calm yet powerful portrait represented stability and strength, qualities every currency should embody. But it was the reverse side that captured the heart of the nation. The design featured a portrait of an Aboriginal elder, framed by the Southern Cross and native grass tree, a respectful tribute to Australia's ancient and living culture. This design was the first of its kind. It brought Australia's indigenous identity to the forefront of everyday life, reminding every citizen of the land's deep history and timeless connection to its people. Minted at both the Royal Australian Mint and the Perth Mint, the 1988 issue saw millions of coins released into circulation. Yet, despite those numbers, some have become incredibly rare today. The true value lies in the details, minting errors, condition, and collector demand. Some coins from 1988 feature slight misalignments, off-center strikes, or die cracks that make them standout treasures for collectors. A flawless, uncirculated 1988 $2 coin can easily fetch $1,000 or more in today's collector markets, depending on rarity and grading. And for coins with verified minting errors, the value can climb to $3,000 or even higher. It's this combination of historical importance, stunning design, and scarcity that has transformed the 1988 $2 coin from common change into a collector's dream. Every coin tells a story, but this one tells a story of transition, from paper to metal, from past to present. It's a symbol of innovation wrapped in national pride. Over time, collectors around the world began searching for pristine examples of this coin. Many were lost to circulation wear, but those that survived with untouched luster became small fortunes waiting to be discovered. And that's where the magic truly begins, in your hands. Because anyone holding a clean, well-preserved 1988 $2 coin might just be holding a piece worth far more than its face value. Even after decades, the design remains powerful, not just as a currency, but as a celebration of Australian identity and resilience. It continues to remind people that beauty and worth can exist in the simplest of forms. For new collectors, the 1988 $2 coin is often a gateway, the first step into the fascinating world of numismatics, where history, art, and value merge in a single glimmer of gold. This coin story proves that the most ordinary-looking objects can carry extraordinary value. It's not just about money, it's about legacy, preservation, and the thrill of discovery. So if you come across a 1988 Australian $2 coin, don't overlook it. Clean it, preserve it, and have it appraised, because it might just surprise you with its hidden worth. To this day, collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for a coin in mint condition, a shining testament to how the smallest things can hold the greatest stories. So treasure it, protect it, because the 1988 Australian $2 coin isn't just money, it's gold from the past, a piece of history that continues to grow more valuable with time. From the first golden spark of 1988, we now move forward 2 decades, to the year 2009, when the Australian $2 coin returned to circulation with new energy, carrying the same national pride but a refreshed story for a new generation. In 2009, Australia's familiar golden coin continued its journey through pockets, tills, and collections. The Australian $2 coin that had already become a symbol of strength and identity. This year's issue remained a circulated coin, but it carried far more than just monetary worth. It carried history, craftsmanship, and an unbroken legacy that began over 20 years earlier. The 2009 $2 coin still featured the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, engraved with remarkable precision. Her timeless image, framed by the smooth golden edge, reminded Australians of continuity in a world of constant change. On the reverse, the proud Aboriginal elder design returned, an enduring tribute to Australia's Indigenous heritage, accompanied by the shining Southern Cross and the resilient native grass tree. Together, these symbols kept the spirit of unity alive across every coin that passed from hand to hand. Though the design remained consistent, collectors know the magic often hides in the smallest details. The 2009 issue was struck in aluminum bronze, just like its predecessors, but its luster and texture often varied slightly depending on minting batches. Coins struck in superb condition, especially those untouched by circulation, became highly sought after. While millions were released, only a fraction retained their original brilliance, making them the gems collectors crave. Over time, the 2009 $2 coin began to draw special attention for its remarkable preservation potential. Many of these coins, even though circulated, were discovered in stunning near-mint condition, sparking excitement among treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. And that excitement translated into value. A perfectly preserved 2009 $2 coin, graded and encapsulated, can command up to $1,500 or more in collector markets, especially if it shows strong strike detail and zero wear. Even regular circulated examples in excellent condition can reach impressive prices, especially when part of complete Australian $2 year sets. It's proof that even coins in circulation can rise in value when time and rarity work together. What makes the 2009 issue so fascinating is its role in continuity, a bridge between the early history of the coin and the modern age of collecting. It wasn't a commemorative release, but rather a quiet continuation that became a hidden treasure. Collectors cherish it as a circulated coin with character, a coin that tells stories through its wear and shine, a reminder that value is not only found in perfection, but also in survival. As the years passed, numismatists began noticing subtle tunning variations and sharpness differences, giving each coin its own unique fingerprint. These subtle characteristics often define which examples reach top-tier valuations. What began as an everyday coin has now transformed into a piece of collectible gold, admired for both its resilience and its cultural symbolism. Its small size hides a mighty story, one that links Australians of all generations. The 2009 $2 coin reminds us that not all treasures are rare by mintage. Some are rare because they've been cherished, preserved, and passed through time with care. Many collectors who once overlooked circulated coins are now realizing their potential, and the 2009 edition stands as a perfect example of that awakening. Even today, this coin continues to circulate across Australia, yet its hidden value is recognized only by those who truly understand numismatic art and history. So if you happen to spot a shiny 2009 $2 coin in your change, look closer. Inspect the detail, the shine, the strike, because you might just be holding something worth far more than $2. This humble yet powerful piece of currency proves one timeless truth. Value doesn't always sit in display cases. Sometimes it moves right through your hands. And that is why the 2009 Australian $2 coin, though circulated, remains one of the most inspiring and collectible pieces in the nation's golden legacy.